Join me as I metal detect at an 1800s church located in Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania. These are my stories from the signal. I recently detected at what is believed to be the oldest home in Boiling Springs. Please check out that story. It was a great day of detecting. I was at a civic association meeting with my wife the day after that video came out. It turns out other people are interested in what lies beneath the ground on their historic properties, and at that meeting I got two permissions, one of them being a church from the 1800s, which is now the Village Artisan Gallery and Studios in Boiling Springs. I am not sponsored in any way by them, but certainly would encourage anyone in the Boiling Springs area to check out this beautiful gallery. You can tell there is so much care put into the selection of artwork for sale. The owner is extremely wonderful to talk with. She has a small photo book of pictures taken during the renovation her family did with converting the church into a store. I would recommend you ask her to show you this, as it brings extra life into this already cheerful shop. I was taken by the beauty of the floors and can't help but think of all the people who came into this church over the years. An addition was put on at one point, as seen here by the once exterior-facing wall, now on the inside of the building. Here a crock rests in a corner, an item found, I believe, in the attic. This had at one point been painted over, and now cleaned to reveal it was made in Harrisburg, a 30-mile distance from Boiling Springs. I was given a tour of the basement of the building. We had to duck to get around, and here is a small opening to another portion of the basement. At first I was thinking it would be neat to metal detect, but my hunch is there would really only be junk, perhaps some nails or pieces of metal from construction over the years, and digging in the hardened soil would be very difficult. Outside I go to detect. Overall, it took me about 2 hours, maybe a little more, to cover all the ground. I went rather slow, as I was told there might be an earring lost outside. I never did find the earring, but did find a few interesting pieces. One was this device that at first I didn't recognize, but after carefully studying it, I realized it was a pencil sharpener. This is a German-made brass piece from Cosmo. To keep with the theme of writing, I found this part of a pen. From the design on it, I would guess this was from the 1930s or 40s. I'm not entirely sure, but it does have some age. Perhaps this pen at one point was held firmly in a pastor's hand as he wrote out his sermon, as he pondered how to inspire his congregation, how to point them into kindness. The pen may have bared witness to two young people becoming one in marriage. It may have been used to sign their marriage certificate. My best find on the day had to be this small coin spill. This buffalo nickel threw the signal on my detector off a bit. Typically, wheat pennies would jump out a little more. I almost didn't dig this signal, but decided I would, and was glad I did. One buffalo nickel and 2 wheat pennies in one hole is a fun dig. I can envision the pastor standing over by the entrance to the church, people slowly making their way out and chatting, making their way to cars, or simply walking back to their nearby houses. A man fiddling with his keys in his pocket, pulling them out, ready to start his car, but he didn't realize these coins fell out. They are stepped on, rained on, and slowly drop a few inches underground, where they hover until I come along. Yes, this was a great spot to detect. I suspect this may have been metal detected before, as I didn't find any silver coins. I was glad I found what I did. Knowing how much pride the owner has in the shop and the history of the building, I felt it fitting to leave everything I found with her to keep with the building. I can only hope she'll bring these items out when asked about the history of this building.